Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. This is caught. It's Greg Olsen. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. This is Joe Mixon, fourth in the NFL in rushing last season. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. Now Foles. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
Joe Mixon. A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the second down pass play only went for 2. Here's Foles. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. A first carry for Samaje Perine. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Now, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Mixon. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in what you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week. You must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22.
That's good for Eagles. First down. 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Set. 180. Check. Watch 54. I'm trying to collect. Check. Motion out of the backfield. Hey, one set.
Mixon with a first down carry. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Motion. Receiver.
Foles. This is caught. And he is into the end end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Larry Fitzgerald, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Eagles drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Justin Tucker for the extra point. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-zip. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Ready? 125. You must be true.
Caught left side. It's Beckham. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. A gain of 6 there on first. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They'll go with their leading rusher from a season ago. This is Aaron Jones.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Jameis to throw it. He's got the first down and more past midfield. Odell Beckham Jr. Touchdown, Detroit. Odell Beckham, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Robbie Gould on for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece.
That ties the game at 7. Robbie Gould set to kick off.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This is taken at his 4. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
Here we go. Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why?
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Chung, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
You're looking there at a defensive back who's maybe a step slower than he was when he came into the league a decade ago. I know I questioned his speed coming into the game, but what he's lost in speed, he's more than made up for it with intellect. And that's a great job of knowing how to position himself to make that interception.
Following the interception, Winston. He finds his target, Beckham. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. First down, Detroit, 16 yards on the pickup. How about the first quarter he's putting together out wide? Pretty impressive.
I think that he likes the fact that we're playing this as a day game. You know, some guys, they respond better in the evenings. For some reason, it builds up. For this guy, day game, and he is off and running. You're exactly right. 100 might be conservative with the start that he's had here in the first quarter.
Yeah, by the numbers, he's on pace for 200-plus right now.
2nd and 12 at the 28-yard line.
Ready? Flag. What do you got? 58. Come on. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Here we go.
On 2nd and 12, Winston. This is caught. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Odell Beckham with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Lions have taken the lead. Gold with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
He'll have a first down past the 40 and all the way up to the 45-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Now second quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Here's a give to Mixon. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go, D. It's just me and you.
After the penalty, it's Mixon. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
No chance. Yes. Hey, Delta.
From the 30 on second down. Foles. And caught left side. Olsen fighting ahead at the 15. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
13.
They'll give it to Mixon. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Second and 11. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Mason Foster. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And Detroit getting set to go now. Now their last 2 drives both ending in touchdowns. It's gotten them this 14-7 lead.
And it looks to me, and I think you're probably seeing the exact same thing, they're in an ideal spot now to create some separation. The way that they're functioning on offense now, they can create a pretty good gap Allows their defense to play with a little more verve and confidence.
A big article in the paper this morning about them stringing possessions together for consecutive touchdowns. Well, right here, they're trying to make it 3 in a row. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Here's a quick hitch route and the throw complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
From the red zone now, Winston. And this is complete. It's Allen. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now in the ball game for Jameis Winston. And the Lions are able to grow their lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And out now come the Eagles. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Ryan Kerrigan in there for sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Back to throw here. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and this shows on the scoreboard.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Nick Bosa in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. Here's Britton Colquitt now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Taken right around the 44. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Lions will have excellent field position here as they take over 1st and 10. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. Touchdown, Detroit. Aaron Jones. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Lions add on to their lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit. But for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop, but that goes against every instinct of a...
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Chung. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here, but he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
Now on 2nd and 13, Winston. And Ebron's got it. Touchdown, Lions. Jameis Winston with his 4th touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Lions are able to grow their lead.
Sometimes when I see these types of plays executed, I think of basketball. Guys boxing other guys off to go out and get a rebound.
And he got the rebound right there. But the defense was really placed well.
Yeah, they were right there. I mean, that's where it's really tough for a defender. When you're in the right spot, you're draped on the guy catching the ball, yet he still comes down with it.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Fitzgerald bringing it in over the middle. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 34-yard line.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Let's go, defense.
A handoff to Mixon. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the... Check 43.
From the gun again to Mixon. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
54 Mike.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Bryant with a catch right side. A gain of 6 there on first. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it, because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic and people wanting to put a little contact on him. Really well done.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Under. Hey, Echo.
Mike 52, Mike 52. I want that.
2nd and 4. Airing it out for Olsen. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A gain of 32 that time.
First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on first and 10.
Hey, silent one, silent one.
They'll look to throw here. And he's got it. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Danny Amendola in the final seconds of the first half. And the Eagles get a score closer. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21.
Lions 35, Eagles 14. Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is taken at the 3. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Likely time for one final snap as they start out first and 10.
Check Mike, 27. Watch the screen, watch the screen.
Final play of the half here, Winston. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Janoris Jenkins. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Lions taking the lead to the break. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready, blue ready.
Watch my board.
The second half starts with a carry by Jones. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Ready, blue ready.
Watch the slant.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Ready, black one, get that.
Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room.
Winston to throw it this time. Over the middle to Beckham. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 16 yards, a first down. And that last reception puts him over 150 yards now on the game, Charles.
And now it's not just execution. It's not just performance. It's a mental aspect that's going on. Because right now, he's got the defense so much on their heels, got them looking at each other. Who's going to cover this guy, and what type of coverage can we put out there to try and slow him down?
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. Allen, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down. But one thing's for sure, they're still taking their shots downfield, even with a big lead.
Well, I think it's way too early to go into a shell, so I like what they're doing. Continue to take your shots. Continue to be aggressive. It's not their job to slow themselves down.
White. Check black 33. Pick me up. 81.
White check 33.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Brandon Graham applied the heat off the edge. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
3rd and long for Winston. Flush to his right. Open man, it's Allen. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion.
You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, let's go.
On the counter, here's Jones. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. They go back to the ground, this time Barber. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop. Winston now. And he's got Snead. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Willie Snead. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Lions add on to their lead. Now Gold for the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Makes the score Lions 42, Eagles 14.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now.
Now Foles. And the tight end Olsen, right side. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
To throw again on 2nd down. Foles. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Trying to defend the out route there. Got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between and created a foul.
Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
52's the mic. Hey, let's get this, get this. 13. No, check that. We want Mike 52.
Hey, seam 6.
12. Hey, sound 1, stop. Let's go.
On 2nd and 9. Foles. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 yards there, 1st down. Foles now 13 out of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a 1st down. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but There are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Now a carry for Pirine. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. In on the stop, Mason Foster, who was 7th in the NFL in tackles a year ago. On 2nd and 7, Foles. Rush coming, and he's taken down. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Kill. Turn up. Kill.
Here's Foles. And that is incomplete. The linebacker, Preston Brown, there to knock that one away.
Whenever they're trying to attack a zone defense, you're trying to figure out where your gaps are going to be. And depending on what type of zone they're playing, it could be on the outside, it could be in the middle, it could be in the seams, in the edges. In this case, they tried to attack the middle of the field, but this zone defense didn't allow it because they were able to see the ball come off the quarterback's hands, and everyone was able to react to the football and knock it away.
Here's Britton Colquitt now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good.
Let's go, baby. Ready. Black 22. Mike 27. Come up the ball hard. Let's go.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. The stop made by Kamal Ishmael.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Again, it's Jones. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So a little more space to operate now. 1st and 10 from right around the 12. Winston, a handoff. This is Jones. And able to find a little space. He gets this up over the 15 to the 16. Tackle made that time by Brandon Graham.
2nd and 6 at the 16-yard line.
Ready. Blue 80.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
Hey, check Mike 27. Check Mike 27. Rip left. Rip left.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd
Ready.
down.
Blue 80. Mike 27. Hey, 5 on the 50. You 5 on the 50. You got tight right there.
Now Winston. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Glover Quinn finding his way into the backfield on the safety blitz. Oh, free safety blitz, that can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble, because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
62 yards on the punt that time. Wow. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10.
Set. 380. Right there. 54 Mike. Man, That's track.
It's Pirine to begin the drive. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the fourth quarter, plays like that.
Yeah, it took a little more time off the clock, making him do it that way, didn't they?
On 2nd and 11 now. Foles. He's going to let this one go deep. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Patrick Chung. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Watch twist. Come on, Sunday. 57's the mic. Watch 57.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 42-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D. Tighten up.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Converge. Check 9, check 9. Green, triple C. Switch.
Now it's a bootleg with Winston. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Eric Berry, the safety, comes flying in for the sack.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long, why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking, but to me it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play-action sack. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go, D. Big series right here, so we got to step it up.
Cadence goal. Yes.
Check 99.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And now here is another interception. Darius Slay with a pick. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the Eagles' 44-yard line.
Ready. Too late.
57's the mic.
I'm coming.
Now Winston. He sets up the screen to Jones. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
A gain of 8 yards. And it's third down.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
I know you felt that one.
So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away.
Green, 57.
57.
Let me go.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. Out to the flat, that's complete to his running back. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Yes.
Coming. Check 52.
Hey, Haywood.
52's the mic. Rabbit.
Caden School. Yeah, go. Let's go.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He finds his running back, Mixon, and he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10.
Under.
Slam.
Hey, high 7.
52, Mike 52.
What are you?
Foles. Over the middle, it's Amendola. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra.
And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. The Eagles on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.